G.G. Harris, AHSTW boys coach, joins us here. Coach, congrats on the win. You really rolled in the second half. What did you guys get going in that second half, especially defensively, not allowing points till the last minute of the third?
We stopped playing undisciplined. We were trying to just steal the ball every single time, and we just played fundamentally sound on the defensive end, forced quick early shots, got early defensive rebounds, and then ran, which we want to do. We want to get out in transition. So that helped, and then after we kind of got some early defensive rebounds, I think then we were able to settle in and kind of anticipate a little bit more, and so then we were able to get some nice steals on the backside. And so setting the tone second half defensively was huge for us because we didn't really necessarily play I didn't think a great defensive half the first half, gambling, trying to do our own thing, and so kind of got back to team defense.
You had a 9-0 run to kind of gain some breathing room early and then maintain about a 10-point or so window in the first half. Was there a little bit of frustration in the first half? You weren't building the lead up bigger, or what was going through the guys' minds?
I think they wanted to get up right away. It's no discredit to Grizzle by any means. I think they knew that we were a better team, and we knew that we needed to play better. And then I think so we were just forcing a lot of things, whether it was offense or defense. We were just trying to, whether it was a big shot or big defensive side, we just wanted to be up 20 right away. And they forget that it's a game of runs, and so you got to get stops and scores, and you got to put them together, whether it's a 3-2 run or a 7-1 run. That's how the game's played, and I think they were trying for that knockout punch in the first quarter, and that's just not how it's played, And so it kind of settled back in a little bit. Remember, we're trying to find that identity, like we talked about earlier this week, and trying to get back to that game plan a little bit. And once we settled in, we kind of figured things out.
In the second quarter, RJ and Jake were on the bench together for, I don't know, is that a regular rotation, or was that a little bit longer stretch, and was it maybe to get some guys some more opportunities?
Yeah, definitely. We got to find guys that are ready to step up at any given point in time, and it was a nice opportunity to get probably two of our, especially our ball handlers, two of our leader guards, out of the game a little bit and see who's going to be the next person to step up, who's going to kind of control the tempo of the game, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And then right now we're trying to find guys that can get the ball inside consistently. And, even Jake and RJ struggle with that sometimes. And so we're looking for kind of some rotational players to kind of fill some gaps for us right now. And that's kind of what that was. And they came in, and honestly, I want to see guys that can play defense and rebound, and then that'll transition into offense. And I thought the guys that had those opportunities tonight did a good job.
Such as who?
I think Cordell Armstrong came off the bench, played really, really well. He's a jitterbug, and he can get in foul trouble really early. And I thought he did a good job of keeping his hands off, pressuring the ball, and letting the guys off the ball get steals and play some pressure game there a little bit. Kevin and Dalton are normal rotational guys that start for us, and I wanted to see them step up. And I thought they did a pretty good job of controlling the tempo and being able to, when the ball needed reversed or the ball needed to be penetrated and move the defense, I thought they took over and did some really nice things. And then we had some young kids come in, and I thought Clayton Eggers came in. I thought he did a really nice job. He's just got to be ready to not just to be a guy on the court. He needs to be a threat. He needs to be aggressive, and I saw some really good things out of him tonight as well.
Morgan Mundorf has been a load for a lot of teams this year with just his sheer size, and has definitely been their leading scorer. How would you evaluate your team's defense on him?
Early, well. I thought we played against him very well. We limited his touches first off, which was good. Now we wanted to do that by ball pressure on the guards. And then late, he was really doing a better job attacking the rim and got us in foul trouble. I thought he got to the free throw line probably more in that fourth quarter than he did any other time. And that's just kind of poor position on our part. I challenged our bigs. I wanted to see if we could play straight behind and not have to double with our guards, something that I think we're going to need to do down the stretch a little bit. There's a lot of good shooting teams, I think, in our conference and around the area, and so if we can play some straight up behind defense a little bit, especially with Jack, he's got a lot of length, so kind of a test to them a little bit. I'd like to go back and give Blake Osbar some credit. He's probably one of our best passers on the team. It's just he gets limited touches when RJ and Jake are in the game, so that was another opportunity for him to get in there, get more touches, and see what he could do with the ball in his hands.
Jake Martin did lead you with 17 points tonight, a lot of that coming close to the basket. What are his biggest strengths on offense?
He can spring, man. He's got some hops. But he's also, his first step is so big and so quick that it's really hard to guard. And he's doing a really good job of finding the alleys and the gaps to split the defense and not have to settle for jump shots and get all the way to the rim. And so, we talked about ball reversal, and when they're going to take away our backside cut by our high post, the top guy's got to penetrate. And when that opened up, I think he rattled off about 6 straight points there, and just taking advantage of what the defense gives you. And he's such a good passer, he's got to attack for us. And when he attacks, I think it's going to open up for some more looks for our outside shooters, which we haven't done yet, but we're going to get there.
Is he the best dunker on the team?
By far.
Who is there a second?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day. Dalton and Kevin and RJ all can throw one down, but Jake can do more than just throw it down. Let's just put it that way.
All right. We look forward to seeing that sometime this year.
Sounds good.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.